Hey guys and girls, welcome back to some Trails and Reverie. Where we left off, we had just finished off the second Act 4 route. We're gonna start Rains a bit. I'm excited for Rains. Rains I'm actually the most excited for because I'm just a fan of Rains team, I should say. And we're gonna figure out.
This is Arya Shrine then?
That's right. We came here during the Civil War 2 years ago, too.
We're gonna figure out why Rain has like white hair now and dual eyes.
The disturbance in the spirit veins has made it manifest once more. It's how we were able to swoop in and save the day.
It does seem like we'll be able to use parallel teleportation to go to Crossbell from here.
I see. Then we would request your aid, so we can finally bring this madness to an end.
Then it shall be given.
Sounds like the rest of our number have reached the other shrines. We're good to go at any time.
Thinking about it, this will be the first time both Class 7s have come together since Prince Olivert's wedding.
Yeah. Not the most festive of circumstances, but it sounds like we'll be needing all the help we can get. Ever since the Supreme Leader made his move, this land has been engulfed in chaos. The people of Zemuria aren't going to know peace until he's well and truly deposed. So let's go to Crossbell, where we'll end this once and for all.
Oh, Wayfarer, shadowlings from realms fantastic.
Deliver us to the land of Terra Capitalis!
The previous day. It took over half a day for the Republican Army to get the situation at their base under control and come to Nord's aid. They claimed to have no idea why their tanks and airships had started acting on their own. They were also clearly finding it hard to believe that all of the weapons slated to be destroyed could have just disappeared. We owe you the deepest thanks for helping to avoid the worst case scenario here. I'll admit, I never thought the day would come when I would feel gratitude toward the Ashen Chevalier. We're just glad that we were able to prevent a third party from igniting the flames of war all over again. A third party indeed. Understood. Our unit will be here shortly, it seems. We anticipate it will take several days to remove all of our weapons from the highlands, but it should prove doable. Until that is complete, our armies shall not interfere with one another in this region. Is this acceptable to you? Yes. We'll do all we can to make sure discussions between our governments go smoothly. I certainly hope you succeed. Phew. I'm glad we could convince them to give us the benefit of the doubt. They clearly suspect Erebonian involvement, but can't dismiss the idea that this really was the United Nations' work either. Especially since they must know as well as we do that physically moving that many weapons in such a short time wouldn't be easy. Imagine they're still having trouble believing that His Highness the Prince was abducted too. I'm not surprised. I'm still having a hard time processing what happened, and we were directly involved. The sudden appearance of that white divine knight turned the situation in the highlands on its head. In the end, it disappeared before anything could be ascertained about its origins or objectives. During the chaos, the devices in the watchtower and on the giant statue, as well as the robotic Arya's vanished without a trace. This left us without so much as a single clue to work with. The Courageous 2 and Merkaba were also heavily damaged. Fortunately, there were no injuries among the crews of both ships, but it was clear neither would fly again anytime soon. Furthermore, we still had no idea where that sonorous seashell was, and as a result, remained unable to use the round of 7. The United Nations also continued to block all communications, preventing us from learning about the situation there. Unfortunately, that left us in the dark as to the whereabouts and conditions of Elisa, Machias, and Toa. The situation might have calmed, but we still haven't truly resolved anything. Your assistance would be a boon to us. Not that I intend to sit on my hands either. I'll be thinking of a way forward. I will see that they reach the capital safely. I'll be counting on you to do what you can on your end. Got room for a +1? I was dreading having to explain my way through the checkpoints. There was still a lot we needed to do in order to quell the chaos, but it was clear that sitting idly by was not an option. We knew we all needed to come together and plan our next move as soon as possible. You don't all need to stare at me like I'm going to faint at any moment. I'm fine, honestly. The words "I'm fine" carry little weight coming from you. It's all the peeps. I couldn't agree more. We take our eyes off you for just a little while and look what happens. I really think that you're blowing what happened out of proportion. We only worry because we care, Rin. I'm genuinely grateful that you saved the lives of my family. I really am. But we want to know what happened to you. So if you know, please tell us. Seeing your hair and one of your eyes change color like that reminded me of half a year ago. It made me think of how you looked when the curse had almost taken you over. Sorry, I really don't want to worry you. But I swear that there's nothing wrong with me. I can't sense any curse hanging over me now. We were able to confirm from Aaron that the Great Twilight is completely over. So it should be impossible for what happened to Reen to be connected to it in any way, but... I'd like to believe that too, but what happened seems to be suggesting otherwise. The changes in your appearance are not the only unusual part of what happened. You were able to summon a Panzer soldat from far away, were you not? Yeah, how'd you even do that? It was one of the new ones from the branch campus hangar, right? Yeah, from the new generation developed by Makarov. They still haven't been formally deployed, but they're stronger than the current generation that's in use. The Tierfing S was specifically developed for Reen and tuned to him, but that alone does not explain what happened. Right, it's not meant to be able to teleport or cut railway gun shells in half. You'd normally only expect that kind of power from Divine Knights. I'd think the whole thing was BS if it wasn't coming from you. But speaking of Knights, what's this about something that looked like one showing up? We're all wondering the same. Hopefully we will know more when Roselia and the others finish their investigation.
Ah, I see everyone is assembled already.
Have you managed to learn anything?
I most certainly did, but it was not easy.
I have a question for you, kiddo. Did you feel anything unusual other than the change in your body when you saw that white contraption? Now that you mention it, What is it, Instructor? Don't you dare try and keep any more secrets from us. I'm not going to. I'm just having trouble explaining what I felt in words. The second I saw it, all kinds of images and emotions came flooding into my head. All at once. I can't remember what specific image and emotions they were, though. Really? I believe it was some kind of resonance phenomena. You and that 8th Divine Knight resonated with one another. Wait, Divine Knight? You're convinced that it truly stands among their number, then? What do you mean? When you say they resonated? Now that you mention it, that thing did seem interested in Reen. It appeared immediately after Reen used that strange power. Wait a second, none of this is making any sense. You know as well as we do that it can't be a genuine Divine Knight. Calm down. I know very well what you're saying. I know that there are only supposed to be 7 Divine Knights. And that they have all vanished from this dimension. But the mana flowing throughout it and the marks it left in the spirit veins leave no room for doubt. We can hardly afford to ignore that coming from the Elder of the Kin of Fire. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Unfortunately, I haven't a clue what caused the resonance to happen. Perhaps it's because you are a former Awakener, or perhaps the cause lies elsewhere. But either way, this new Divine Knight will likely be our biggest clue yet in learning what we are facing. But either way, this new Divine Knight will likely be our biggest clue yet in learning what we are facing. Since its existence is even more of an impossibility than the advanced technology we've seen and the changes in Rien's body. I'm still having trouble processing all of this, if I'm honest. But I think I at least see what we need to be doing. Yeah, better to just do something than sit around worrying about it. We need to find the answers we seek, then bring all of this to an end. That is all there is to it. But Grandmother, what brings you to Nord in the first place? We are fortunate that you are here, but I imagine your presence is no coincidence. Oh, I haven't explained yet? I've been investigating something related to this case for a while now with a couple of helpers. I'll call them here now.
Celine, can you and Zeit come here for a moment? If you insist.
It's Celine!
So much for that saucer of milk I was savoring.
There'll be others. Still, I didn't know you were here in Nord.
And in human form.
Only because it's part of my training. I'm not in this form by choice. I would have thought she'd be used to it by now, but it seems not.
I believe this is our first time speaking like this, children of Erebonia.
Zeit! I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You must be the SSS's Divine Wolf. He really can talk, huh?
Thank you again for coming to our aid yesterday. We would have been in real trouble without you.
The SSS told us about you. How you're a holy beast charged with watching over a Septarian the way Roselia was.
That was once my duty, but I've since been relieved of it. Still, this continent is my home, as much as it is yours. Thus, I have kept vigil over the land since the Great Twilight, particularly for distortions in the spirit veins.
I was under the impression that those distortions had disappeared after the Twilight met its end. They did for a while, but some time ago they returned once more. We have been combining our efforts to find out more ever since. Then yesterday it finally decided to step into the spotlight for us. In other words, the singularity you're talking about. Is that Divine Night? Indeed. We hurried to the scene, and even we were shocked by what we saw. Unfortunately, we aren't entirely sure where it is now. But after your encounter, it appeared to set off in the direction of Crossbell. All roads lead to Crossbell, it seems. The distortion first appeared in Crossbell 2. Testimony from the 23rd Armored Division indicated that the vanished warships and railway guns were sent there too. That was also where the Supreme Leader first appeared to sow the seeds of a new war. I'm sure Lloyd and the others are doing their best over there, but they shouldn't need to face this alone. Yeah, I'm sure Elisa, Machias, and Toa would appreciate our help too. If we want to find out the truth and bring all of this to an end, I think we're going to have to go there ourselves. Count us in too. We can't turn a blind eye to this. All of our work related to the coup d'etat and the abduction are now finished. Yep, now we can fully dedicate ourselves to this. We should finally all be able to gather in one place. Guess I can tag along. Thanks, everyone. I don't know what I'd do without you. This begs the question of how we're going to get into Crossbow, though. True, the Iban Defense Force has the whole border fortified. We won't be able to rely on my Merkaba or the Courageous 2 for a while. But given the current situation, we may have another option. Indeed. With the spirit veins stimulated, we should be able to open the spirit path. I think that is our best option, though. Though it won't be easy to use that method to travel all the way to Crossbell. Indeed, the veins aren't as active as they were during the Great Twilight. And there are rather a lot of us. But I think it will work if we teleport from different spirit shrines across the land. That'll take some groundwork to pull off, but I can help out with that. Sounds like we have a plan. We really are fortunate to have you all. We will have preparations of our own to make, so how does departing tomorrow afternoon suit everyone? If nothing else, we'll need to make our way to the nearest spirit shrine. Let's go with that. I'll see everyone tomorrow in Crossbell. I recognize this place. Yeah, the wetlands southeast of Crossbell. Lake Elm. This is also where Leanne breathed her last, half a year ago. I thought it would be a safe place to arrive given its distance from the city. I think that was an appropriate decision. Thanks for the help, Celine. Zeit? Think nothing of it. I didn't do much. I was happy to help.
Nostalgic it feels to be back here. I haven't even been away for that long.
It's Crossbell. Of course you feel that way. Don't worry. I'm sure your family is fine.
And we're here to make sure it stays that way.
Thanks. Both of you. You're right. I need to believe.
I'm surprised you were able to make it, Major. Finding and taking care of all Supreme Leader sympathizers in the army didn't sound like it would be an easy job.
Matthias Vander graciously agreed to take over the reins of that task. Generals Van Dyke, Zex Vander, and Craig are also taking direct roles in the effort. With the domestic situation in capable hands, I thought it best to focus on excising the problem at the root. And on a personal level, I want to know what Rufus is trying to achieve.
It's regretful that we're still none the wiser on that front.
The real Rufus said something about meeting next in Crossbell, didn't he?
He did. I'm sure we'll be meeting both the real and replica soon enough.
Hey, are you sure you're alright, Reen?
Yesterday must have put you through it, huh? Well, I'm not planning on pulling off anything like that again. So no reason for my family to get worked up.
Okay. As long as you understand. Zeno and Leo would hate it if something happened to you too. Don't forget that.
I don't know how they factor into this, but
The Zephyrs.
good to know.
Name dropping them always works wonders.
I don't care what you do, so long as you come back with some good samples for my research. Even the Society isn't capable of making those devices or humanoid weapons. Just hurry up and get my materials back.
You must really be frustrated by their absence to have agreed to come with us, Professor.
At least we don't need to worry about any tech issues with you around.
So what are you all planning on doing next?
If nothing else, I want to further investigate the spirit veins.
I think we need to start by getting a solid grasp of the situation here. Our final goal is to apprehend the Supreme Leader and liberate Crossbell, but we need to proceed with caution.
Right. We don't know what's lurking behind him and what the EDF is up to. We just have to play it by ear for now.
Especially since we can't use the round of 7. If we screw up, we can't exactly reach out for backup.
That's very true.
It really hurts to not be able to communicate freely.
Looks like I made the right move coming here after all.
Was that?
Lecter!
Lecter!
Hey there. How's it hanging, guys?
It's our boy.
Sounds like you ran into some kind of hell in Nord.
How the hell are you always one step ahead of Scarecrow? How'd you even know we were here? Don't even try to say it was a hunch. Reen's group will be responsible for investigating the Michelin areas. Select which members will accompany him. Well, I want Altina. I can't get rid of no one else? That's stupid. I mean, I'll take Laura, to be fair, but still stupid. Got my girl Fee with us. Guess this is our team. I haven't been to Michelin since the send-off party 7 months ago. We all owe a great deal to Yuna's father for his help at that time, so I do hope he is in good health. I'm sure we can learn something. Try not to stress too much. Yeah, we'll find out what's going on.
Listen, Reen. I refuse to allow you to shoulder any more burdens alone. Not while I'm here. I've spent the past half year becoming stronger for your benefit. Rely on me, please. Without protest, without reservation.
I'm sorry for worrying you, Laura. I'll be sure to count on you. Battle or no battle.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Alright, we'll make our way to St. Ursula then. We'll make our way toward the city. We're counting on you. We shall accompany them part of the way. There's a spirit vein I want to investigate in that direction. Oh, and speaking of Michelin, there are distortions in the spirit veins over in that region too. Be careful. I'll be counting on you too, Celine. I know. If anything happens, I'll be sure to put the kibosh on it.
So it's back to the wetlands, huh? Reminds me of our encounter with the Steel Maiden.
We owe her so much. Truly.
I know this place is gloomy and all, but you don't need to make it gloomier with your attitudes.
Ha!
Ready.
You're right. We'd best pick up our spirits and our pace to Michelin.
No way!
Time to show off.
Don't give up!
Back at you.
It's my turn. Here I go. Get him!
Wide open.
I can do. Yeah.
Nice.
Some milk might perk me up. treasure? My pleasure.
I gotta say, I miss chest messages. After playing Zero on Azure, chests are not the same without the chest messages.
Show no fear!
I'm up!
Battle complete. Let's... Some milk might perk me up.
Ready! Ready!
Aha! A treasure chest.
There's no sign of the EDF nearby from what I can tell. They're most certainly stationed here, according to Major Arndale, however. They may simply not be on high alert. True, but that's good news for us. Now, if only we knew where Dad was. Let's gather information and see what people have to say. Maybe someone spotted him today. Just one thing, though. Are you sure you want to talk? You want to walk around here in that form, Celine? Could be risky with all the Mishies running around. She kind of fits in with the tail and those ears. Who are you comparing to? A bunch of posers wearing catsuits, huh? How many times do I need to explain that staying in this form is part of my training? Now we can drop this and move on already. I think Fee might have struck a nerve there. Better to do as she says and get back to work.
It feels so different from usual.
I'll say. We're at a resort.
Patrolling soldiers, they've got us pinned. Just our luck. We'll have to find a way to...
That sounds like...
Hey, Yuna's daddy-o. Probably.
Dad!
Long time no see, Yuna. You look worn out. I knew it. I must have worried you sick.
You haven't, Dad. It's okay. If anyone's been worrying the family sick, it's me. I didn't have to worry about you because I believed. I believed that you were safe. So, on the flip side, you're the reason I've been able to go out and do what needs doing.
Is that so? You've become so strong, Yuna.
Wow, what a nice family. I can see how Yuna turned out to be such a strong woman. I'm glad you're all okay. I'm sorry it had to happen this way, but you're all more than welcome here. Thanks for saving us back there, sir. Let me get straight to the point. Can you brief us on the situation? Absolutely. Allow me to tell you everything that happened after the declaration. So Mishilam is completely under their control then. I'm afraid so. Soldiers appeared here at the same time they attacked the ceremony. They fortunately haven't tried to harm us in any way, but as you can see, we've had to close the park for the time being. We've also been doing our best to shelter evacuees, but I'm not sure how long we'll be able to keep this up. That's worrying to hear. Why would they pick a place like this to take over, though? It's far as hell from the city. What's here that makes it worth devoting manpower? That's a good question. Makes me think there might be something here that relates to what they're trying to achieve. Sounds like an investigation is in order. Right now, their main base of operations here is the guest house on the villa. One of our employees claims a giant robot is guarding the entrance. Sounds like we'll have at least one archaism to deal with then. I can't believe they're deploying something like that on the villa. The guest house was the place we had our send-off party last year, if I recall.